Hi, I'm Tom. This is Lucy, and this is Kitty Help Desk. So today, Lucy and I, and Mina over here on the side, all are here to show you the new Litter Genie XL. Now, you may have seen a previous video of me reviewing the regular Litter Genie, and I really, for the most part, really like that product. And the couple of small caveats I have with it, have to do with the size of it and the sturdiness of it. And, to be honest, the fact that it's made out of plastic doesn't throw me, and that's the same case for the XL. But on the other, sort of minor complaints that I have, this new unit really is truly an upgrade. So, unfortunately, I just shot this video, and I unboxed this and put it all together, and it turned out that the camera was on manual focus, so the whole thing was out of focus. So, trying it again. And so I don't have it ready to set up. But to be honest, when you open it up, there's not much to do. You really pull out this little, it comes with a litter scoop and a little scoop caddy that actually mounts to either side here. Oh. And, you open it up, and this can go on either side, and then you just put the litter scoop in. And as far as assembly, that's pretty much all the assembly there is. Now, it does come with one Litter Genie refill. Now, I've already opened this one up and pulled the bag out. So in case you didn't see the previous video, the basic way that this whole system works is that there's this cartridge that has essentially a 14-foot long tube of this plastic inside of it. And this is 7-layer plastic that really, you like that, Mina? That really holds the odor in quite well. And this plastic then sits inside here. There's the top of this comes off. This sits in the inside and gets locked in place. There's a door here. Now, if I open this, you can sort of see that. This sort of slides in and out. So that door is what basically seals the bottom of the unit once you have it closed. So you put all this back together, and you basically have a door that opens into the bottom of this and this tube of plastic. And then when you get ready to change it, you take the tube that's full of litter and waste, and there's like a little razor cutter thing right here. You cut it off, you tie it up, you tie off the bottom of the new tube, pull it through, and that's how you maintain the cycle. The whole idea works quite well. On the previous version, the plastic was very thin and wobbly and didn't line up quite right, and it didn't lock closed quite right, and the hinge was always trying to come loose because it was just a metal rod that kind of ran through this thing. And it had a few little weak points in the design. This new one is much sturdier, and it's just a better fit and finish for the whole thing. And it works pretty much the same way, but it also gives you quite a bit more sort of space for waste down in the bottom. If you take a look, I brought the old one in here. It's a little dirty because I've been using it. But if you look at them side by side, you can see that basically this is the same, and you can tell that this piece was added on. Well, the fact of the matter is that this upper portion has been available as a product in Canada for quite some time. As it turns out, that's actually made by Litter Genie. It's just got a different name in Canada and a different design, and they decided to take that design and adapt it even further by adding this bottom to it and calling it the Litter Genie XL. So let's talk about the inserts, because these inserts, the cartridges, are really where the effectiveness of the product shine. Like, if it weren't for the 7-layer plastic that's in this insert, this plastic is not just like a regular trash bag plastic. If you were, like I have in the past, to use, say, like Ziploc bags or doggy bags, like doggy poop bags, to put litter, use litter in, you're still going to smell it because those thin plastics are still gas permeable. And it may take a little longer for gas to get out of it, and liquid molecules may be too large to escape. So it makes us feel like, if air gets trapped in there, it stays in there like a balloon. But still, some gases have smaller molecules and it can escape, and the smell gets out. And just trust me when I say, any regular single-ply plastic is not going to hold in the smell of cat urine and feces. It's just not. So the folks at Litter Genie, I guess, came up with this plastic, or they got it from some other industry, that's 7 layers thick, and you can feel it. When you handle it, you can really tell that this is a different kind of plastic. It actually sort of feels a little bit crunchy, but it does the job of really keeping the odor in, whereas, like a regular kitchen trash bag won't. These inserts, though, there have been quite a few people who have manufactured sort of knockoff bootleg versions of these refills. And Mina and I both like this Target version, right, Mina? This is the Up and Up Litter. It's called the Litter Pail Refill Bags. And these are available at Target, and they actually fit this one. Now, there are some reports that say that because of the redesign of the inside of this, it was actually an active attempt to stop some of these knockoffs from fitting. And in fact, some of the knockoff refills do not fit in the Litter Genie XL. But I'm here to tell you that I checked this one, and it certainly does fit just fine without any issue whatsoever. So there's the regular Litter Genie. Here's the Target one, and it goes in without any problem, and the whole thing locks like that. The only thing I dislike about this is just all the plastic waste that goes into it, and it's just the nature of the beast. Between these cartridges, the cartridge bodies are plastic, the refill bags are plastic, the outer housing of this is plastic. That's a lot of plastic. And I just think it would be nice if they made something like this that was, at least the outer shell was made out of recyclable metal, so that if you had to get rid of it or it broke or something, you weren't just throwing a big plastic thing into the landfill. I know that's not a big concern to a lot of people. It just is a concern overall for me, because I think we've got a lot of plastic waste out in the world these days. And it'd be nice even if it were to develop a multi-layer bag that would hold in the scent, but that also long-term would be biodegradable. That'd be great. But right now, if you buy this, you should just know that there's a lot of plastic waste that you're going to be generating because of it. And that's a bit of a problem. Now, I did look at other alternatives before I bought this. There are some other manufacturers that make sort of these cat litter trash cans, is really kind of what I call them, because they use regular trash bags. They don't use these very specific bags, and that's really sort of the fail point on them to me. They're still generating plastic waste because you're using trash bags with them, but they're not really holding the odor inside of something within this. They're using the outer shell to hold the odor. So they've got a big metal outer shell that has a lid that has a rubber seal, where when you close the lid, when you dump the waste and you close the lid, then that's supposed to trap the odor inside. The problem with that is now every time you open it, it's just letting all those demons out into the world, because it's just open all the time. It's just a big open trash can filled with used litter and poop and pee and the smells that go along with that. This one, when you open it, it only has access to this upper layer because this door is closed. And then you can close the top, sort of flush it, shake it if you have to, close it back up, and it's sort of ejected into the bottom. So that there's not a lot of chance for the odor every time you open it and use it. You're not just leaving it open for all that to come out and kind of linger afterwards. The other problem I had with the alternatives is that I already have a bunch of these cartridges, and I have a source for them at Target. Target sells the Litter Genie branded ones alongside theirs, and you can choose which one you prefer and the price point you feel most comfortable paying. And that's really convenient for me. I mean, Litter Genie even makes another version of this that has a roll that's in the bottom that you pull up and it locks around the top, and then it has a perforation. So but since you're pulling it up, it knows exactly how long it needs to be. And it's perforated, and you tear it off and you bring the new one up. And it works the same way, only you're just not cutting it and tying it off, you know? But the difference is, and I'm sure the reason why Litter Genie is sort of pushing that particular product over this one, is that no one else makes that refill except for them yet. So it's a little like, you know, like the K-Cup thing with the Keurig single serve coffee makers. You know, it's an arms race of the manufacturers are always trying to stay ahead of the people that are knocking off these particular things that they can't really patent this cartridge. So anyone can sort of copy their cartridge design, bring it to market at a lower price, and you know, they might make a little less profit on it. Something you should be aware of too is that they may actually end up making a product that's inferior to the Litter Genie version. I can attest myself that the plastic in this Target version is just as effective as the original Litter Genie version. But I have tried several knockoffs that I bought, like on Amazon or something, that when you put them in, the smell's still getting out. So all that tells me is that they're advertising that they've got the same 7-layer plastic that's in the Litter Genie, when obviously it's not the same plastic, because it's not really holding the smell in. And that's really key to the whole system. So just make sure that if you try the knockoffs, you know, you might try several different ones. I'm just going to tell you the Target one works and the Litter Genie one works, and all the others that I've tried have not really been up to snuff. So, Mina, what do you think about it? Is it okay with you? You like it? Okay. That's my review. I give this A+. A+ for usability. I give it a D- in environmental sustainability. How about that? So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.